NewsClick, a CPIM mouthpiece website. How much can a website that is propounding the ideology of communism stretch that? Well, what we are finding out now in this ongoing trial in Delhi is that they have been, using money given to them from China, also from a millionaire called 𝗍𝗚𝘂𝘁𝘍𝘁, based in the United States, to the tune of 30 crores. And this money was given to them to essentially spread wild news about Muslims, for rioting, for spreading violence, for creating any kind of unrest. For example, in this Kashmir Valley, stone throwing comes to mind. All these things, the money was actually channeled through NewsClick magazine. Now, their HR head, his name is Amit Chakravarti, has turned approver, and now the details are just coming tumbling out. If you want more information about this, do click. I have given you one about various articles that came in PGurus about 𝗍𝗚𝘂𝘁𝘍𝘁, Prabir, this guy Chakravarti, as well as 𝗬𝗏 𝗠𝗏𝘠. This guy is another person who has been involved in this, plus about 50 to 60 journalists who have been writing for NewsClick. A lot of people are under the scanner. How many of them are going to be charged with offenses, for example, of money laundering and foreign exchange regulation violations and so on and so forth, will remain to be seen. But clearly it tells you that China is investing a lot of money in India. Some people say this money runs into not hundreds of crores, but thousands of crores. And we still haven't seen the full impact of this, but we do know there are mouthpieces such as the Hindu and a few other things. In fact, now the Hindu has gone from Mount Road Mahavishnu to Naxal Rag. That is a sorry state of affairs of this once eloquent newspaper run by the Kasturi family. Now it has completely lost its credibility. This is just one example. There are many such periodicals and magazines and even websites and also media channels that have completely gone rogue. And all of these people were on the payroll of CCP. And I don't have all the details. I just wanted to focus on NewsClick, because NewsClick has been found with its hand in the cookie jar. How much do you think is the money that China spends on publicity? Want to take a guess? From 2009 onwards, global media, China has spent close to $6.6 billion. And on print journalism alone, between the period of 2008 to 2018, they have spent $2.8 billion. They have gone to each country, systematically picking which one will be useful for us, who can be our useful idiot in this country, and then they basically turn the whole thing around. You know that many of the European magazines are also inimical towards India. Well, look no further than the funding they get from China. Does that mean that people like Guardian, as well as New York Times and so on, they also are on the payroll of the CCP? Well, we don't know exactly, but somebody will have to do some investigative research to find out how their funding is going. For a few years, New York Times was in the black, meaning that they were able to actually be profitable. They were able to pay their payroll and expenses and so on and so forth. It was at that time that they were trying to transition themselves from a newspaper to an online site and paid a subscription, behind a paywall and so on and so forth. So we don't know what is the status of these publications today. Hard truth, including PGurus. Media journalism does not pay. And because the avenues for revenue are very few. For instance, PGurus speaks the truth. Nobody likes the truth. It doesn't matter which party we are talking to. So nobody wants to deal with us. And because we are always trying to stand up for truth, many companies who are in, working with governments or anything like that, they don't want to be sponsored, because they feel that because their name appears in front of a video or something like that, and if the video itself is truthful, that might actually go against them. People are so corrupt. They're also very sensitive to the mention of their names, and they don't want anyone to mention anything. This is democracy for you. I'm talking about India. I'm talking about Indian companies and Indian governments. Anyway, so this is the state of affairs today. So what is a media company to do? Larger question here, and many of you, donate periodically to PGurus, and we are deeply grateful for that. I don't want to go into a rant here asking for you to donate, but I'm very grateful that many of you are members of our channels, and we also periodically send in donations. I'm very deeply grateful for that. But beyond that, how does a media company survive, even thrive? Well, a couple of things that I've been trying. I think it will start paying off soon, and stay tuned and I'll let you know how things play out. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications.